Hello ladies and gents, boys and girls, welcome back to the Esea Premiere Season 36. Don't know what week we're on. Feeling week 3. Off the top of my head, that's a guess. Could not be week 3, could be week 4, who knows, but it's definitely quite early on into the season. Apeks versus Saw. Currently, Saw are one map up, as a matter of fact. There you go, updated on your screens now. As they were able to win their map pick of Vertigo. Now moving over to Dust 2, a map where both of these teams are relatively comfortable on. Purisan storming out of the gate already, able to take down at least one frag here, which is already better than what he did in that first half of Vertigo. Of course, only ended that half with a single frag. A lot of fighting going down towards short. Arky, I think he spotted someone up top mid, but it doesn't really matter because from CT, he gets his head ripped clean off. It's the first round going to the way of Apeks, and this is a significantly better start than what we saw previously. Remember, after this map, we will be going to Inferno if Apeks win. We have to decide this best of 3. But of course, it is Dust 2. Anything can really happen here. It comes down to primarily Angels. Who's quicker on the draw, and well, at least from that first map, it would seem that Saw are. Saw some nice rounds from Apeks towards the tail end. They're able to pick up some cheeky frags here and there. Things that realistically they shouldn't have been able to do. Shouldn't been able to do, should I say. The Eagles across the board with the exception of Arky, who's going to be on that scout. Dennis on the own rifle. Apeks here. Takes down one. Isn't going to be able to take down the second though. Rome with the quick little flick to be able to take the head clean off of Dennis. That now does secure the A site. We see Relaxer falling back and oh, that's not good for Apeks. Being able to take that AUG into the hands of Just on round number 2. And oh dear lord, Dodo taking down Freddy as well. Crisp clean 1D from him. Rome falling back. He's done what he needs to do. Rome and Arky. Combined HP of 3. Crazy. Purisan is going to be able to take down one. Here's the bomb ticking down, but with no defuse kit and some very swift and clean shots from Dodo. That's all we're going to be seeing. A lot of headshots in this round, but just he does get taken down by the explosion. No AUG for him in this next round. But we are now at a level playing field. We're level pagans. It's 1-1 to both teams. Rifles across the board for Saw. Pistols across the board for Apeks at this stage. Deagle's on 5 now, actually. It looks like Dennis wanted to commit into it at just the last moment. Also gone for a bit of head armor here because he knows that not every single player is going to be able to afford an AK. Dennis on the corner. Tries for an opening 1D, but not going to be able to connect. Long is the mission for Saw right now. Where they want to be. Where they're going to start their push. Dodo just trying to get above that smoke to be able to spot someone directly on the A-bomb site, but no one to see. At least not from this angle. A boost from Elevator to be able to gain more traction on that actual A site. Mutris knows that there's somebody there. High Flash to be able to help out along with a bit of spam from the Galil. And now we're going to be seeing this 5-man collapse from Saw. High Flash goes over. Make that 2. Just to be able to stop any form of aggression from Apeks directly on the site. Do they know that Dennis is holding here, though? That is the question. Yes, they do. He's holding back. Gets that spray down, though. Deagle shot from Relaxer. It's not going to connect. Squares, same story for him as well. Was just trying to jiggle peek and fire these shots before he peeks round the corner fully, but it's not connecting. Mutris Galil in hand. An easy frag for him as well. And now just Freddy. 1v4. With only his lowly pistol, what's he going to be able to do? Not much, most likely. Might be able to find a single exit frag if he wants to loop all the way around. Up through double doors. On long. But very much doubt that's going to be the case. He's going to be safe, of course. No free armor upgrade, though. You have to buy armor completely as the half armor gets damaged. But, of course, on the CT side, it, as we mentioned time and time again, and as most of you do know, it is semi-pointless to buy up full armor on a CT side. You're up against AKs 95% of the time. And if you're not, then... well, then that's the time. But you've got to be able to call that, right? You've got to be in the correct position to be able to work out your opponent's economy consistently. And that is the difficult bit. Freddy going to be peeking this up. Oof. Up short. Looks to be able to take down Rome, but it's not going to be the case. Deagle is going to be recovered by Dennis as he essentially goes, can't believe you've done this. I'll pick it up. I'll show you how it's done. Relaxer going to get tagged down to 74 HP as we see the push continue in through mid for Saw. Just being able to find that opening frag. I think he spotted out. No, maybe he didn't. I was about to say spotted out Dennis, but it's not going to be the case. Relaxer's going to be able to take down Just as he just doesn't check the angle. He leaves Apeks in a little bit of a better spot, but Dennis's head, I think, might be showing. Yeah, it is. Relaxer now, for some reason, doesn't have a crosshair. Apparently they are overrated. Why does he not have a crosshair, actually? Surely that's not how he plays. No. No. Surely not. Yeah, no, it's, I mean, how odd. CSGO, everybody. We do love bugs. Nevertheless, Saw, they're up to 3 rounds now with 2-round advantage over their opponents, Apeks, who have now been able to commit into a 4-1. They've got the utility, they've got the armor, and most importantly, they have the rifles to be able to back it up as well. Wide peeking out long, they want to gain as much of a foothold here as humanly possible. But inside of mid, Rome and Matris, they want to do some damage as well. The way they're setting themselves up here looks like they might just try and smoke off CT, blast out through double doors in mid, and then just rotate over towards the B site through mid. And as a matter of fact, it looks like that's exactly what we're going to be seeing. The smoke goes down. Square's going to be the solo defending player over on the B site. I wonder if they actually had information from the scout, from the AWP, sorry, from Stododo just peeking down mid. I didn't see him saving too much time by doing that, but Square's holding inside of the smoke here. As it dissipates, tries to get a little bit of information out, but not going to be the case. And oh dear Lord, Freddy Relaxer, what's going on? Squeaz as well. Relaxer, I thought he did well. No, he just killed his own teammate. The spray continued for Squeaz, and now it's just going to be Stododo. The perfect lineup that we missed because Auto Director doesn't want us seeing any of it. Oh my God. This is why observers exist. Because you do not miss that as an observer. You do not miss that. I've tried to pull double duty before and do observing and casting at the same time. Horrendous. Both went badly. You've got to kind of hope and pray that Auto Director wants you to see the things which are absolutely clutch. And hell, we definitely want to be seeing team kills. Rome hasn't been spotted out. Well, he was at just the last moment, though. They think that someone else might be there, but it's not going to be the case. They're going to begin their push on out now. They know that at least one person inside a pit. Flash goes through, potentially a nade as well. No, it's just going to be Arky wide peeking it. Takes down one. Oh, dear Lord, there's another one there as well. He's looking for the third, but not going to be the case. Dennis does just survive, get off scot-free, runs away over towards Car. Just going to be holding in towards that corner. Now at a 3 versus 3. Weapon advantage, I'd actually say, is in the hands of Apeks here. Spam continues from Mitris and through the smoke and through the car, dropping Dennis down to 47 HP. He panicked a little bit there, didn't return any fire though, didn't want to give away his position fully. They know he's there though, they're certain of it. I think he's seen the blood spatter now as well. Yes, he has. And there we go. Mitris is going to be able to find it. He knew what sort of angle Dennis plays. So we just continue doing it. Believe in yourself. Stododo takes down Freddy as well, and that does just leave us with Skriaz. 1v3, holding onto the site. Smoke goes over, and he might be able to use his smoke to his advantage. Is he going to push into it? Looks like he is. Just going to be waiting for someone to peek him, but he peeks himself. Stododo going to be finding that final kill as another smoke plumes on his dead body. 4-2. Only a 2-round advantage for Saw right now, but they're looking to continue that momentum. The buy is not very bountiful for Apeks. It's going to be pistols once again, if anything, and yeah, that's what we're going to be seeing. Skriaz isn't even going to commit into that. He's just going to be boost boy for the time being. Everyone's going to jump on him. They're going to take short control. Are they going to get anything out of it, though? It doesn't really look like it. As we can see, of course, all 5 players from Saw committing themselves onto long. Rome trying to be careful, doesn't want to get his head ripped clean off by peeking over towards Car. But when he does, he is able to drop that Molotov down. Whereas still going to be in a defensive position, but with the USPS, I don't think he can really find anything here. Yeah, it's chip damage if that. Arky going to be taken down, but I think that's the only player to fall on Saw in this round. Dennis and Freddy, you've got so much work to do. Oh, okay. Well, it might have been an easy kill handed to him. Freddy picking up just as well. Now in a 1 versus 2. A winnable situation, as a matter of fact. At least the fight. The round, I think, is safe to say over. There's no defuse kit available. He has given away his position. Needs to peek this to be able to find the AWPer. And, well, the AWP shot does connect. But it is through the wall, so it's not going to take him down. It's down to Mitris to be able to close it out. 5-2 now. Saw just 3 rounds away from securing this first half as their own. And they put that in the bag. Question. Full buy from both sides now, though. We're seeing a double op setup from Apeks with Dennis and Relaxer picking up those weapons. Mitris inside of mid, along with Rome as well. Waiting for these peaks. Either side at this stage. Rasan. Still just holding. Waiting. Someone to peek into their line of sight, but there's nothing happening in this round so far. And again, I've said there's nothing happening. And now we see smokes deployed. Now we see utility deployed. Now we see mollies deployed. We see Freddy holding over by Gandalf. What's he going to be able to do here? No one's cleared it. No, he doesn't wait this time. He spams down 2, just with the retaliation as well to be able to take him down through the box. Now in a 3 versus 3. Time is running low though. Only 30 seconds remaining on the clock, and they need to ensure that this bomb gets planted. And that's what we're going to be seeing now. Bomb goes down. Gurasan's still going to be holding out long. Through under from CT, we have Relaxer and Kriaz, but oh dear lord. Relaxer a quick shot onto just now to be able to bring the man advantage underneath their control. About 25 seconds remaining on the clock right now. Arky, not able to hit any of the shots as he swings just a little bit too wide and does get caught off guard. It's going to be a 3rd round, not only for Skriaz, but for Apex's in general as well. Gurasan and Relaxer. Save those AWPs to be able to take them through to the next round. Round number 9. Soon to be kicking off. And I can't believe I'm saying that actually. Round number 9. It's seems like this round, this map, has been going on for a lot longer than that. And it's potentially down to the way that Saw are playing on the T side, where they're extending these rounds for potentially as long as possible. Stododo, does actually connect onto Skraz inside of mid. Drops him down 71 HP. That's been a very dangerous position for any of the weapons on Saw right now. Just speaking about dangerous positions, there's 47 HP for you. Molly goes down as well. He's going to be deploying one back onto the B site. Another mid push? Maybe. Gurasan finds the opener. Be able to take down Arky. That's a rifle out of this round. Dennis? Here's some movement up short and... oh, he's going to call it. Still holding inside a CT. It's difficult for him to be able to do much here. Flash goes out. No one really there to be able to peek him. Bomb going to get planted, and, well, Apeks are actually just allowing this to happen. They want to get into a significantly better retake situation. They've got the man advantage, that's the thing, and, well, this is playing out exactly like a retake. The T's are one player down, with quite a bit of HP deficit as well, actually. They need to be careful on how they're going to be peeking this one. Spots the head, does Stododo, taking down Gurasan. Skraz, takes down one, but Stododo's going absolutely ballistic with this scout. Takes down 3, and with the timer ticking down, Apeks have left this way too late. Freddy's looking to try and close out with one more kill. Stododo's not going to be able to find anything else. Rome does survive, though. Only with 30 HP, but he takes an AK through to the next. And a timeout going to be called. Most likely from Apeks, because realistically, that was sloppy. We have seen significantly better retakes from them. And just over rounds from them as well. They just, yeah, it is from Apeks. They just let it happen. Like, they had the weapons. The fact that it was a scout that took out 3 members of the opposing team, I don't know. That seems a little bit crazy to me that could happen. %60% of the team getting taken down just by a single man and his scout. And one of them was a no-scope. Don't know why it didn't show up on the side, but it definitely was. Nevertheless, 2 players surviving for Apeks in this round does give them an opportunity to be able to do some damage here. An AK on Freddy and an AWP on Relaxer, but a lot of aggression inside of mid right now. Look at this setup from Apeks. Just trying to ensure that there's no way they can push down there and trying to gain as much information as possible. They've been inside the lower tums here as well, so they know that no one's coming B, and that's why we're now just going to be seeing this full stack. There are 5 men holding, waiting for people to just push directly into them. I like this from Just, though. Excuse the pun, but just in case someone rotates round. Very decent potential as well. Matris, he knows that a couple of players are down there. Double nade. Ooh, it doesn't deal as much damage as they would have liked. Relax is still be able to hold. Does just miss that opening shot. Down to 38 HP. Gurasan gets taken down. Relaxer finds one in the form of Matris. Waiting for another person to peek directly into his line of sight. Is he going to be able to see anyone? Here's the flick. Hits the flick. Kills the player. Rome taken out of this round. Now in a 3 versus 4. Relaxer's coming absolutely up clutch right now as he finds 3 frags. With Freddy Frog finding the final 2 as well. And look at that. Once again, it's the saved weapons as the brother combo comes out on top. Saw just 2 rounds away from securing this first half of their own. Apeks, but they're only 4 now. Drawing it closer and closer and closer and closer. And now Saw, for the first time in a long time, are on the back foot. They've got pistols across the board. Relaxer, well, just doesn't have anything now. He has a bullet through his chest, but nothing else other than that. But with this rotate, dear lord, this is a quick play. Pushing straight out onto the site. Gurasan's revealed the position of these 2 players, Stododo and Arky. The jig is up, my guys. You need to be running away now. Stododo down to 60, Arky on to 80. Mutris 76. And I was about to say Rome 100 HP, but no longer the case. Now down to 21. Everyone in awkward spots for Saw, of course. That's not even taking into consideration the fact they've only got pistols. All those pistols are Eagles, of course. Dennis finds 2. Matris and Arky. Rome as well. Don't forget about Relaxer, because he's going to be able to do damage to you also. Are they going to be able to save the AWP? Yes, they are, but only just. Only a couple of seconds remaining now. 1 round between these 2 teams now. Apeks want to bring us level. Want to make sure that this game does not end too quickly, that it does not be another swift 2-0 in their direction. Last week when Apeks played in the Esea Season 36, did go to a best of 3 against Windstrike, but those games were significantly closer. Overpass being that first map, 22-20 Overpass, more like overtime. Second map being Dust 2, that was the one they won actually, 16-14, so we know that they do have the prowess to be able to win some of these rounds, and a 16-6 Mirage loss as that final map. So they did lose 2-1. Nice clean round there from Apeks. But of course, it was only a pistol from Saw. Not too much to focus on there. Some nice angles, nice aggression. Read into it quite well. And that's just the experience of these players and Dennis coming into effect. 6-6, a full buy from both sides. We need to be seeing a little bit more from Saw right now. If they can get themselves up to 8 here, they're going to be happy. They want to secure this first half. The peek from Gurasan. Rome does just let his teammate fall, but he does get the pick off the back of it. Scarez finds 1 more of his own as well. Just does pick up one over towards A. Now on a 3 versus 2. Once again, it's the brothers in Freddy Frog and Relaxer. They're trying to do all the work, trying to do all the damage. Rome soon to be peeking into CT. Sododo wanted to get a little bit more information before he went and blasted the head off Relaxer, but it was a clean shot either way. High flash. They know where Freddy Frog is right now. Rome. Ooh, Rome. Be careful, buddy. Freddy's going to try and take you out as quick as he can, but Sododo says, nope. Found this up, by the way, guys. It does this. He takes down Freddy with it. 7-6 now. Only 2 rounds remaining in this the final 2 rounds in this first half. Can you tell I'm tired? We'll get the words out eventually. As long as they come out in somewhat the right order, pretend that is a bit of a win. All 1 now from both sides. Yorp's in play for Apeks. Once again, Relaxer and Dennis both being those holders of that big green gun. They want to make sure that they can get some damage done in this round. Rome with a nice opener. He's going to be able to take down Dennis. Oh, no, he's not. Dennis is going to be able to take him out. And, oh, he flicked back round to Long as well to be able to drop the bomb. Now on a 3 versus 2. This is looking very, very dangerous for Saw. Stododo, close angle. He has no idea where Dennis is. He knows that he's somewhere around here. But does he know he's right next to him? Deagle in hand. Oh, I've just spotted your gun barrel, by the way, buddy. I know where you are. I know that you're coming. Peekaboo. Oh, dear Lord, Stododo, the quick flick shot. To be able to take down Dennis now on a 2 versus 2. A very winnable round here for Saw. Can they get to 8? That is the question. Bomb's going to go down. Bomb is going to get planted. They're in a fantastic position right now. Health advantage isn't going their way. A Stododo. Oh, okay, that's not great. And Matris? Oh, no. Did he disconnect? Oh, that is so unfortunate. He just stood in the molly. I wonder if we're about to get a technical pause now as well. Yep. Let's have a quick check. Saw call for a technical pause. That is so unfortunate timing on a crash like that. It looks right. The round is going to be winnable. The round's on your shoulders, but the great angle that you're in just can't be used. You now move into the final round with money falling out of the pockets of Apeks. Whereas Saw, same cannot really be said. There is a buy here. It's a sloppy one, but it is a buy. They might be able to bring this 8-7 off of some form of miracle, but it is possible. We've seen crazier things happen, let's be honest. As we wait for the timeout to be cancelled, as we are currently without one of our lovely Saw players in the form of Matris. The question is going to be asked, what is going wrong here? Because Saw, they started out quite strong. They lost the pistol round, were able to win 3, and then they lost another, and then won 2, and then lost another, then won 1. They just slowed down quite a bit. It seems like Apeks were like, okay, we're back in the driving seat at this stage. And now we're just trading rounds, back to back, back to back. No one can really get ahead, and that's quite a dangerous position to be in, especially on the end of the first half, because the pistol round doesn't go your way. If it's not your turn to relapse around back, for instance, let's say Apeks win this next round, and then they win the next round, the first pistol, then Saw, what do? I mean, their economy's busted because they're on the CT side. They're most likely committing to the second, but the way this is shaping up, it could very well be a third map. But of course, still a long way to go before that. Still another 15 rounds in total before we see where we're ending up. Are we ending this with Saw continuing their unbeaten streak in Esea Premier Season 36? Or are we going to be seeing them falling a little bit further down the table? There's only Saw and Apeks' second game of the season so far. Just having a quick look into that. Of course, as we mentioned earlier, Apeks, they lost their first match. Saw, they secured victory. Let's find out who against. We've got nothing else to do right now. We're still waiting for people to rejoin. It was against, it's against Fours, who have recently just gone through a little bit of a change with their roster. Quite a strong performance there as well, actually. Dust 2 was the second map that was played there as well, where Fours actually took that map. 16-13, which seems to be a very common score for Saw on this map. They start out strong, but start slowing down. They aren't able to keep up, it would seem. But is that going to be the case here as well? Yeah, looking for the stats on that, it looks like Saw's T side appears to be their stronger, at least against Fours anyway. But of course, Fours are very good, very good side. Very good side. I believe top 30 in the world right now? 24th? Yeah, 24th in the world. So if we're going strictly by statistics, Saw should, realistically, Saw should be stomping all over Apeks at this stage, considering Apeks are only 99th in the world. Still top 100 team though, that is the main thing. Right, now we're kicking this off. It's going to be the final round of our first half. Your pause has been cancelled. Matris is here and wants to be able to make amends for him disconnecting earlier. Well, he's going to be able to drop Jurasan down to 1 HP, but it's not going to be a kill as of yet. Arky, a lot of damage is going to be dealt to him. He's dropped down to 50. And AK is recoverable. Does manage to find it. And runs out of long doors. Short. Going to be where we're set up for Saw right now. How is this going to pan out? Relaxer, hitting that first opening shot to be able to take down Rome. The smoke did not land where they wanted it to. He's still going to be holding though, waiting for a push. And the push comes. It's just out of his vision. Bomb goes down, now on a 3 versus 5. With Gurasan down on 1 HP, they need to be careful how they're going to be playing this one. Skarez does get taken down. Leaving Gurasan on 1 HP. Essentially in a 3 versus 3 at this stage. The man advantage doesn't really come into play. No utility. Oh, Saw though. Sododo takes down the low HP player. Arky gets taken out as well. This shot needs to be clean from Freddy, and it is. He is going to be able to take down Sododo just on the rotate, but it might be too little, too late. Oh, that was sloppy. The spam starts, but he's not going to be able to do anything else about it. It's the 8th round for Apeks, and for the first time in this series, they take the lead. It's 8-7 as we move into this second half, and we're going to jump to a very, very short break before we kick that off. See you in a second. See, I don't lie when I say short breaks, do I? We're already back. It's 15 seconds. I barely took a sip of my cola drink. Non-branded, of course. Own brand. Please don't fire me. We're kicking this one off though. We swapped sides. Apeks, they are currently in the lead. Relaxer. Well, he's in the lead as first to fall in this second half. Rome and Matrice. Oh dear lord, this is falling apart for Apeks. What on earth is going on? Dennis and Skaraz. Last two guys remaining. And this is the opposite of what I thought might happen. The momentum I was thinking was going to get built for Apeks, and then we're going to see Saw potentially shrivel up and not be able to compete, but they've stormed out of the gates flying here. Taken down 3 and put themselves in a 4 versus 2. Taps there from Dennis to be able to take down the low HP Rome. Looking for just a little bit more information as he pushes out long. A 2-pronged approach with only 2 players alive. Now this is an interesting call, but it's a call that might work out in their favour. There is no one defending this A site. The flash goes over, and that should give up the idea of where these players are going to be going. The double push up short right now. Bomb is going to be planted. They need to make sure they push onto this site very, very quickly. Skaraz is going to be the last guy remaining. He taps down 1, takes down Morez. Sees just as well. And oh dear lord, at close range, he's going to be able to take him down as well. Arky, are you going to be able to find this shot? He's down to 1 HP. How is this round gone this way? And Skaraz, it just needs to tickle him. He can literally throw something at him. He can throw a Glock at him and it will do enough damage. But it's going to be another shot to the head that'll do it. The close range benefit that the Glock gives. That was a 4v2. And it's the complete lack of defense from Saw ensured that Apeks were going to be able to secure the round. They're up on basically a full buy here. Saw can't really say the same. They've committed as much as they can. 2 Deagles, 2 Scouts and a MP9 just for good measure. Some form of weapon that will do fully automatic damage, but this round is anyone's right now. Oh, Matrice. Nice opener there to be able to take down Freddy. Skaraz, flash on over. Dennis dropped down quite low. The MP9. Ferrari peeking through mid. But nobody home. Nobody friendly anyway. A couple of enemies with AKs that took him out, but you know. Three players going to be holding us out of mid right now for Saw. Just want to ensure they can gain some form of foothold here and make sure they don't get wrapped upon like in that previous round. Staying up positions over on B. But as we can see, the bomb still undecided on where it wants to go. Right now, it's pretty happy with where it's situated. All the way back in T-spawn. Relaxer does hit that opening shot onto Stododo, but nothing else to be gained there. No frag to his name. It's a 4v4 with the weapon advantage going to the way of Apeks, but this is looking like it's going to be an easy A site to take because Stododo, you know what, I take it back. Lovely 1D with Matris to be able to help out as well with a shot and Relaxer through the smoke with his scout. They need to play together though. Two AKs, they're going to be incredibly strong in this sort of environment. No scope coming on through from Arky, but it's Matris who finds one more and just with the MP9 comes out and clutches it. 9-8. Only one round between these two teams right now. And that's the sort of economic bump that you need as a CT side. You need to put Apeks down into the dirt, ensure that they commit as much money as they do into that second round. And even just off the back of pistols and a couple of scouts, that will do the damage. 2 saved AKs, an M4 and a couple of scouts from the previous as well. Their money's going to be flowing if they can win this next round. They're trying to find some opening inside of mid. Stododo had some difficulty dealing damage earlier on when he was playing this angle, but of course when he's put into the thick of it, usually able to come out on top. Matris. Trying to hold short, falls back onto the A site now. Skaraz, on the other hand, beginning his rotation up through short with his fellow comrade. Matris trying to get some damage done though. Knows what's going on. Begins the spam out long. Oh, Dennis. Lovely 1D gone to Stododo. Does get dropped down to 7 HP. Here comes Arky once again. These scouts are so lethal from Saw. He's found one. There's damage onto a second as well in the form of Dennis now down onto 7 HP. There's no utility for Apeks, but these close-range pistols, they can do a lot of damage, especially at this P250. It's going to overwhelm Arky with just a barrage of bullets. Now in a 3 versus 3, we need to see a retake. There are a lot of defuse kits available right now, but not too many weapons available for Apeks to be able to clutch this one down. It is just the pistols, a couple of deagles, but it's not enough. It's 9-9 now. We are now level. The scene has been set for a 10-9 scoreline for Saw. If we look at strictly the economy, Apeks can't really commit too much into this, but knowing Dennis's quite aggressive style that we've been seeing across these two maps, which is not really a stereotypical style, but I wouldn't be surprised if they went for a couple of SMGs, but no, he's playing a little bit more conservative. Making sure that there's only 2 committed weapons into this. The Deagle on him and onto Gurasan. They know that if they can find a couple of kills with these weapons, it is going to hurt their opponent's economy more than it's going to hurt theirs. They still have to commit a little bit into this, and while that means that Saw don't have as bountiful of an economy as they would have liked. Nade comes in, and that's a lot of damage. Freddy, Gurasan, Relaxer, all hit by that single nade. That's well worth the money. Overwhelming blocks up on the A site. At least that was the idea. Dennis is going to be able to find at least 1 kill there with the Deagle. Makes the round a little bit more expensive for Saw. There's your 10-9. But now, with the economy situated the way that it is, it actually puts Apeks in a very decent spot. They're able to fully commit into this, knowing that even if they lose this round, they're going to have quite a bolstered economy. If they can get the bomb down, they've got a full buy in the next as well. Same cannot be said for Saw if Apeks are able to do damage on most of their players. If they can get a couple of frags here, dear lord, that will be dangerous. talking about dangerous, the amount of goddamn flashes that is going over onto A long. I hope no one's epileptic watching this damn game, because that was crazy. Both sides just essentially yeeting nades left, right, and centre. Nothing too damaging, though. Gurasan and Freddy, they do get dropped down just sub 80. See how this push is going to come out. I think they heard the movement from Mutris on the site. Gonna hide as best as he can. Yep, he's going to be the bait, so to speak. Mutris finds one. Rome able to find one of his own as well as he holds from CT. The shot rains on through from the Orpa Sododo, but he's not going to be able to connect onto anything. And now he just falls back. I think this just might be a save. I don't think they're going to try and commit into this one now because the round is all but over. The bomb's going to go down any second now as Dennis falls onto the site. But just doesn't want to go down without a fight. It's pointless to save if the rest of the side can't buy, right? At least maybe that's his fault. Dododo does just miss the shot. Just now going to be holding, waiting, see if he can spot anyone out, but it's not going to be the case. It's 10-10 as Apeks are going to be able to bring it back level. And this is what I was talking about. The back and forward nature of these two teams. There is no clear winner yet. 6 rounds left for either side. Rifles across the board for Saw now, but they're not as strong as what we're seeing over on Apeks. Orp still available for Stododo, of course. Allows a pretty decent opportunity for them to be able to clutch another round back. Nade into tunnels. Drops Freddy Frog down by 15. They're setting themselves up for utility throws here as Gurasan chucks the smoke in. Does just block out wrong majority of the angle here, but just, he was thinking about pushing down into it. Just saw the little 4 icon on the minimap going, okay, maybe. I'm going to creep in. Four players from Apeks still just holding inside of upper tunnels. See the utility in hand and... well, sounds like it's just about to be thrown. Just, first one there, begins the spam, takes down Gurasan as well, only just as well. Molotov goes in, knows at least one more player's there, flash as well, it's not going to connect onto him. He's waiting for this push. Apeks, oh dear lord! Skaraz finds one. Rome only finds one of his own as well in the form of Relaxer, but it's a good player to find. There is no more AWP available for Apeks, but dear lord, Dennis on the off angle taking down one, almost a second as well. Mutris picks the angle, catches Freddy when he's reloading. Arky, is he actually going to go for this? Surely not. You've got an AWP, buddy. Save that for the next. His teammates falling around him, and there's nothing else to find. Balls away. Allows Apeks to gain back-to-back rounds, moving them up to 11. Scree has a fantastic wide swing out of top tunnels. Over on B site. Even though Just had the better angle, Just got outgunned. Sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. And it looks like it's going to be a third round in a row for Apeks here as well. Unless we see something absolutely insane come on through for Arky. Does reveal that he's still got the AWP. Surprised it hasn't been handed over to Sterodo, if I'm honest, but... Pushed right down into mid. He finds one. He's now just going to be falling back in towards CT. Lines up another. Is he going to be able to find anything else, though? It's only pistol to be able to help him out. The boost is there, but it's actually the boost for the pistol instead. Another shot from Arky. Connects on to Gurasan. Okay, I said this round might be over. I think I have to eat my words. Because look at this angle set up right now. Just as able to find Relaxer. That's the second time that's happened. Now Just has an AWP of his own. Molotov straight into the face of him from Freddy. Now on a 3 versus 1 with an AK and an AWP recovered. How much money have they just earned from just weapon pickups here? 4,750 plus 2,700. Someone do the maths, because I'm bloody well not. It's 8,000 something, I think. Hold up. 4, 2. No, it's not. This is why I don't do quick maths. This is why I don't do quick maths at all. Sterodo gets caught off guard by Freddy Frog as he finds the kill. Now does this double AWP setup. He knows where Arky is. He's almost certainly spotted him inside a CT. If Arky isn't now changing up his angle, Bomb is actually dropped on boost, which is a very awkward spot. They know that this is the case, and just going to be popped. Wow, the wide swing from Freddy. Yep, he knows the AWP's there, yet he's still going for it. I appreciate the dedication there, if I'm completely honest. Just the confidence from Freddy. He's like, no, you know what? Screw you. I'm winning this round. Of course, that's not going to be the case, but you've got to have confidence in yourself. You've got to have confidence in yourself and the team around you. If you don't, what's the point of playing competitively? Nevertheless, we move in. Round number 8 of our second half. 11 to 11 at this stage. Saw in a very decent spot now. Being able to save those 2 weapons. Only one of the AWPs though. They wanted an AK to be taken through. No need for 2 AWPs in their situation, they feel. Another setup for B. They realised that worked out pretty damn well last time we tried it. Dennis. Fire nade not going to connect. And oh dear lord, they've already pushed out. Maris finds one. So does Rome as well. The bomb is yet to be seen, and that's quite dangerous. And the 5 versus 3, less so. They know they've got some ground to play with. Dennis was stomping around, yet apparently Matris just didn't want to peek into him. Right, a little bit more level now was just, oh dear lord, how you got away with that, man? Great spray transfer to be able to take down not only Freddy but Relaxer as well, even though he was completely blind. Visualising his opponents. He's able to come out on top. It's 4 players surviving for Saw right now, and I wouldn't be particularly surprised if Dennis just tries to save this AK or goes for a couple of exit frags. There's his 2 options. He is just going to be saving it as he hides himself away down A long. Just so there's at least 1 rifle in this next round. It's the 12th round for Saw. Oh, this could go wrong. Oh, what? Oh, my. Christ. Arky, that was nuts. I mean, it was the end of the round. Did he die after timer? Oh, my God, he did. Dennis has no money. At all. That timing could not have been worse. Dennis misses his first shot, connects one to the body, and Arky just goes, get out of it, casual. Flicks and 1-taps him with the M4. That was nuts. Now this is an awkward spot for Apeks, because their economy, well, where is it? Completely in the bin. They're on Glocks against rifles across the board. including the AWP of Stododo. And, well, he doesn't miss. Not today, he doesn't. Great shot from him. Gurasan. Dropped down to 6. He's not dead yet. If all 5 players of Saw can survive here, that is fantastic. But, of course, sometimes these Glocks can be a little bit overwhelming. Gurasan taking down my Matrice. Just finding one in the form of Relaxer as well. Freddy and Skaraz. Skaraz is trying to bait them into Freddy. Just tapping a couple of shots down there. Hey, I'm over here. Come find me. I see you. Come get me. They see him rotating around. Oh god, is he actually? It's not going to pay off. I thought Matrice was going to punt him. No, the IGL just saying, guys, look, chill. There's no need to hunt for these 2 kills. We have the money we need. We have the weapons we need. That's fine. Wait the 27 seconds out. Stododo's going to be able to find one along with Matrice as well. 13 to 11 now. 2 rounds between these teams, but only 3 rounds left for Saw to be able to secure not only this map, but this series as their own. Full commitment here from Apeks. With 4 players on the AK. Dennis, of course, after his unfortunate post-timer death earlier, forced down onto the Deagle. Quite an aggressive push coming on through straight away, though, as we see lower tons being controlled. Rome can hear the movement. Gurasan might be the first person he sees, and yes, spots the shadow and then goes for the fight. Trying to see if he can find anything else, and he's not going to be able to find a second frag. And because of that, he pays for his life. Three players situated from Apeks up short. Just want to ensure that they can take control of this A site. Arky just got a little bit too bored and began pushing out long. And that could be the downfall of Apeks, at least in this situation. You've shot your teammate. What's going on, Just? Spam starts, spam continues. Skarez finds an opener to be able to take down Stododo. Matrice takes out Freddy and damage onto Relaxer now as well. They need to be careful about how they're going to play this one. Matrice wants to push up, just finds Relaxer. Now they can go. It's a 2 versus 2. It's AK and M4 versus 2 AKs, but they've got the confidence to be able to win this one. Just needs to make sure he's holding the right angles though, and unfortunately for him, he is not. Skarez finds one more. It's 13 to 12. If Saw can secure one more round, they aren't destined to the same fate that the last 2 showings of Dust 2 for them have been. That being 16-13. If they can get themselves a 14th, maybe that's all they need to break the chain and bring them a victory here. Slow start to this round. Ready. Confident that there's no one behind blue box because no one's checked the angle, but I appreciate that confidence. Arky, up close. Look how close these guys are right now. Look how close they are. Freddy's trying to check out Pit. Arky now going to be swinging, but about to swing into 4 players and an AWP as well. He's trying to take down Relaxer. It hasn't worked out. Stododo run for the hills. Oh, so close. Waiting for the peek. And 3 people peeking at once. Flash goes through. Is there any backup there? I don't think there is. Matrice are going to be able to take down one of them. But Stododo, the AWPer, falls to the fire and the flames. Rome going to be holding inside a mid. Waiting for at least one person to peek him. Durasol knows he's there. And the timing. The timing on the cross. It was almost perfect until it wasn't. Matrice. 22 HP to his name. Just with 34. Rome does find one more on the cross. But now Goose is under control of Relaxer. But the timer's run out. Wasn't even looking at the timer. The one thing I always had my eye on, apart from that. (14-12) now, and this is it. Saw have finally broken the curse. They're out of the 13-round hell that they've been stuck in for the last 2 games that they've played on Dust 2. One of them against FPX Phoenix. That's not FPX Phoenix, it's just FPX to do, because it's Fun Plus Phoenix. And now they're up against Pistols, and well, it doesn't look like anything's really going to go Apex's way. It's almost certain that they're going to be safe. And they're going to be able to take us to a 15th. The flick from Stododo confirms it. It is now 15-12. Map and series point. And I think we know what that means. GOTV just ended. I'm confirming. Hold up. Hello. Welcome. I'm checking. I'm checking. Give me a second. That's it. 16-12. Confirmed. Commiserations to Apeks. They put up a good fight. But it just wasn't enough. Saw are going to be able to take the series 2-0 and move on. They've yet to lose a series in this season of the Esea Premier, and that being season 36. So, I believe they are now going to be joint first with Windstrike, depending on round difference, as a matter of fact. Windstrike currently situated at 27 round difference, and I suppose once this updates, we'll be able to tell you. I'll chuck it in the chat, guys, just so everyone can have a look as well, but that is it. That was quite fun. I did actually really enjoy that series. First map, looked into it a little bit more. Vertigo is actually one of Saw's best maps. Just doesn't look like it from some of the statistics. Most teams ban it out, so they don't get to play it much. But when they do, that happens. A very strong performance from them. Guys, thank you very, very much for watching. I hope everyone has enjoyed. Mine has been CodyCast. If you have enjoyed, make sure you follow me on Twitter. You can find that by going to !Twitter in the chat, which I've just pinged in there now. And give a channel a follow as well. If you really want to subscribe, oh, hello, cheeky. By all means, do as well, but a follow is more than enough. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. My name's been Cody. See you soon. Bye-bye.